Hey everybody, I'm Stacy Lynn, and I am sitting here with Lynn Mathison from Mathison Interiors. And we're not talking about interiors today. We're talking about something that reaches the heart of every single person out there, and that is our family.
Yes.
And I have questions. I have had questions throughout my life, and throughout motherhood, and Lynn has been one of these people that I have asked these questions to. She's a businesswoman, she's savvy, she's smart, she's been through a lot of hard knocks in life, and she is experienced in every walk of life. And I am super excited now to ask her a few questions. And she has, you have 10 grandkids.
I have 10 grandkids. Great grandkids. They're beautiful. I love them. Should have had them first.
I know, wouldn't that be cool? And you know,
I love my kids.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
And if you know me, I have 7 children, and so I'm always wondering how women do it, because you spend time with your grandchildren. I hear you all the time. You went recently to New York, and you went to Paris with
I went
one
to
of them.
Paris with one. I did. I tell my kids, with having the kids and then the grandkids, just to live their dream. Because Stacy, as you know, we've been friends a long time. I'm living my dream. And my dream
You
was
are.
always the design world and furniture, and I love to do it. But it's just another avenue to be able to get into people's homes and share life. And I find most people want their homes to be beautiful. They just need to know how to get it like that, and somebody they can trust. And I'm just privileged to be able to do what I love. And I've told my grandkids, I said, I work and I might miss some of your things, but I'm working because I want to help you fulfill your life's dream. And whatever it is, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Just dream your dream. What's God put inside you that you feel like you've always wanted to do, but I might not be able to afford it, Nanette, or I might not. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. If it's God's will for your life, you'll get there. One of our grandsons, I just had the privilege of taking him to Paris to his first year of college. Took them when they're 13. I take them to New York,
Wow.
and just to expose them to something beside Alabama.
That's right, that's right.
And Robert caught it, and Robert decided he wanted to go to NYU. And we
Wow.
all thought, oh my gosh, that's so far away from home. How in the world would he want to do that? But he loves the big city. He loves life. He loves global. He loves all people of all culture. And I thought, oh my. So I went to his mama and daddy, and I said, you know, the TV screen that he watches is a lot bigger than what we watch.
Yes.
And let's help him dream his dream. That child did what it took. He did not stop.
That's amazing.
He got into
That is
NYU
amazing.
and taught himself French. Gave him a computer when he was 13 years old, and he went to his bedroom with nobody knowing it and taught himself French.
That's amazing.
And he's doing his first year. So, whatever your dream is, Stacy, just dream it.
Yes.
And it's just, I love to encourage these kids and be an influence in their life. And if they can know the Lord
Yes.
and follow
yes,
after His
yes.
will, what else could I want for them?
Exactly. And I do think with you staying, and we were talking right before we went on air, that we want to follow our dreams, and if it is God's plan, it will happen. And he will line up
That's
our
right.
dreams with what he wants. And so if we have a dream, it's probably from him. And so we really need to just go after it. And if we'll end up where we're going to end up.
Yeah.
And it's going to take us right to where we want to go and where we have planned to go. It may not be exactly, I guess, but at that point when you end up there, you'll know this really was a right place.
That's right.
So,
and I
yeah,
think we
so-
get scared. I know you and I've talked about
Yes,
this a lot.
yes.
A lot of fear will creep in. How can I do this? How will it work? How will I pay for it? Different
Yes.
things like that. But if it's His dream and will for you,
Yes.
if He's called you to it, He will provide for it.
Well, I've seen that this year. There's no doubt about it. And I wouldn't have made it through a lot of times without your encouragement. And, would have just thrown in the towel and just, you want to go back to Egypt. A lot of times you just want to go back, because you know that path. But when God gives you a dream, and this is one of the things too that I see in you, that if your grandchildren or your children can watch you live out your dream, then they have hope. A lot of times they just need to see other people living out their dream and see other people striving for what it is that they're called to do. And when they do that, and they see that, then they're more apt to do it.
They're more apt to do it. Well, out of the 10 grandchildren, the other ones have watched Robert. And
Yes.
one of them, the girls came to me and she said, Nana, if Robert can do it, I can too, but I want to play Olympic soccer.
Wow, there
Well,
you go.
She's going for it. She said, I need some professional shoes. And she's already been working out with the Olympic development training team. She's very good. And she's very gifted because she's left foot dominant.
Okay, good.
So,
yes.
you know, I said, go for it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, just shoot high then. And you
Yeah.
don't quite make it, at least you've gotten there.
That's
But
right. That's right.
You might as well dream your dream. If you don't, you'll never get there.
Right. And I just love that you've lived it out. And it takes effort, it takes time to live it
does.
out. And then you think, am I sacrificing other things? Because if you do this, then you have to say no to other stuff. And are you saying,
But like you
know.
always say, Lynn, am I going to have enough time for my family? Am I going to have enough time to spend with everybody?
yes,
And I find that everybody's got the same amount of hours.
right,
And I have time to spend with my kids. But I do this so that God can be glorified in what we do.
right,
And He can trust us to manage our time, manage our families, manage our life so that He can get the glory. But He can place us in places where I want to be a difference maker. And I want to
Yes,
make
yes,
a difference in
yes.
people's lives. And this is just a platform
right,
for me to do it.
right,
And same with you. God's got many gifts and talents, and whatever the platform might not look just like what you're thinking,
right.
but He'll make it perfect, probably better than you're thinking.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Because there's lots of dreams I had growing up,
Yeah.
and I never. One of the dreams that I didn't have was to have 7 kids, and that
Well,
I
you've
didn't.
done that beautifully.
Well, and I didn't even intend on having one, so I don't even think I liked kids, and so that was.
no.
I know that was real bad, but when I had my own. I was like, oh, I love children, and now I just like drool when I see a baby, anybody's baby, and that's like, that's a miracle in itself, and then to have, you know, so many, and to love them and to want to see them doing what they're
That's
meant to
right.
be and
That's
do,
right.
that's the most important thing to me, and I'm hoping that my life of living out God's plan for me is going to help them to have courage one day to do the same thing.
They will.
And I hope they all have 7 kids, and then that would be great because I'll have 49 grandkids.
That's bad.
So that'll be really, really super cool. But I just, you know, how do you make the time? You know, you're doing this all day, but yet, since you own your own business, you're able to go to these soccer practices or football practices. You're able to go to Paris. It's not easy. I guess you have to figure out and maneuver.
I've got a
what
great
your things.
team around me.
Yes.
I've got a beautiful.
Which she talks a lot to me about having a team. And this year I have gotten a team, and it is a lot better.
It does. But my team around me, if I'm not here, they know exactly what to do. But we work as a team. We don't do commissions at the store or anything like that. It's just all a team. But everybody understands the art of serving.
Yes.
And we're not here just to sell furniture. We want to really serve and help people get their homes together with
Yes.
the right, within
Yes.
their budget. But taking the time for the kids when there is a big ball game, when there is something, I try to plan it.
Okay.
And there's sometimes I can't get there. But when they say, Nana, I really need you at this one,
Yes.
I'm going to be there.
Yes. Yes.
And because we work towards goals, we achieve goals, we work at it, and I want to be there to see God develop their lives like that. And it's just a joy to encourage them at young ages. And I tell them when they're deserving, as long as you do your part and you're on the right road, I'll help you get wherever you need to be until you can do it on your own. But if you don't, and if you're disobedient in some of that, we don't honor that.
That's right.
And so with every one of them so far, they've been able to, you can sow seed into good,
Yes. Yes.
not sow seed after bad.
Yes.
And it encourages them to make right choices. And I don't just hand things to them. One of the other things I do when they turn 15, I open a bank account for them.
Oh,
My
that's
husband and I
great.
do. And when they work, I'll
Yes.
match it.
Okay.
So that they can learn the art of multiplication.
I love
And
that.
so when they get their cars and they want to have a way to drive, they can help pay for it.
That's right. That's right.
And they can help if they need to lift those tires on the truck, because they're all going to want to do that.
Well, I know,
You
we
about
just
that?
went through that.
Then they
My
can
mom
pay for
about
that.
had a heart attack. We don't need to do that. What is the necessity?
But
And
you
so,
have
you know,
to.
I know it. If
Yeah.
you live in the South and you live in
Yeah.
Alabama, then a non-lifted truck, you know, I mean, I didn't think anything about it, but these
I'm
boys
learning.
do.
I'm learning. And all black. You know?
That's right. That's right. That's so funny. But I
So
mean,
I
you
do
know,
have one. He's a little different. He wants a white, dirty truck with 3 labs in the back, and he
Okay.
wants to hunt. Then I
Yeah.
got one that wants to go to Paris. So
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But you know, God makes us all
That's
so
right.
different, and
So
you
let 'em
know,
be
every
different.
one of my kids is just like, you know, super different.
love
So
the child, and I made a mistake, Stacy, when mine were younger, trying to raise them the same way.
oh yeah,
And I did not
Yeah.
realize that I needed to find out what their gifts and their talents and their interests are, and encourage those, because they're different.
yes,
And
yes,
they're both not going to go the same path.
that's right.
And just encourage the person and love the person and help them figure out what God's trying to do inside them.
It's amazing, and we're gonna wrap it up because we've been on here, you know, for 10 minutes, but we can do another one at some point. But it's just amazing to me that their personalities are so different, even different than Scott and mine, and they grew up really just around us, and that they're just their own person, and to find out what their gifts and talents are, and to
And
let
to go
them
the journey with them is
yes,
awesome.
it is.
I could talk about my kids and grandkids all day now.
Well, you know, I mean, it's great because I've gotten lots of wisdom from you, and I love the team thing, and I love the fact that one thing is you're going to make time for what you love, and your children
right.
are what you love, and you really don't have to doubt that you're going to make time for that because you love it, and that's what you're living for, you know. So no matter what your mission is in life, you know, that's your top mission, and you know, we're going to do
Well,
it.
one
so.
of your questions, and I know we're closing, but you say, how am I going to do it? The ages of your kids right now, they don't need you 24/7
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
And so they need to know you're available.
Yes,
And that's
always
good.
available.
Yeah.
Well, thank y'all. I'm glad
Thank
that we
you.
got to do this. It was super fun, and we'll do it again.
Yeah.
So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, and I'll get them to Lynn. Or if you're asking me questions, I'll get back to you. It was great to see y'all.
Bye.
Bye.